Welcome back to Glowing Hour. We're your hosts, Sam and Mel, or Mel and Sam.
Yes.
Also said some.
Oh,
anyway, we'll get it soon.
we got through it. You said it in one go.
I don't have to question it. It's just my mouth was doing something weird.
No, not doing what it was supposed to.
Anywho,
This tea is good.
we are having tea today.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the good part of not doing these videos anymore, the little drink videos, I'm like, the day we want to have just some tea, we can just have some tea.
Just have some tea.
So we have the Tazo brand
Mm-hmm.
in Passion.
Yeah.
It's like a hibiscus, orange peel,
I think this
rose
is like...
hip. It's it.
This is it, guys.
I would have this even iced, too.
I was going to say iced, like throwing it in a little cup, go to the coffee shop.
So nice.
Or the beach, whatever.
So that's what we're drinking today.
Yes.
And in spirit of the episode, I feel like it makes sense.
Runner, habit, good routine.
Good vibes ish stuff.
So try not to drink today. Why not?
Some quick summary. We love the book and I think it's a necessary read. But if you don't want to read the book, you can just listen to our episode.
Yeah, true.
But with that said,
Here we are.
here we are.
Here to share a routine with the world, which maybe I should say lack of routine.
Yeah, maybe we discuss what's currently happening, and more so the ideal than like
What we're shooting for.
what we're shooting for as the reset of spring is gonna bring us.
It's just funny because I think back to like GGC days and like we were pretty calculated, I guess. Like we made structure in the chaos because I remember us being like Mondays are admin days, Tuesdays are tax days. Which, what the fuck were we doing on tax days? Because
Nothing, actually.
not taxes. I think it was tax plus podcast or something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hard. But anyways. And then we had our creative days, portfolio days, whatever else days.
We've structured the fuck out of things, so.
We did. And maybe it's time that we do that as individuals again. Because if you don't know, maybe you never knew, we had a business together. And we decided to dissolve that business right here on the podcast.
It was an emotional episode. It's called We Quit. Go listen.
Yes, it was a really good episode. But yeah, maybe it's time that we figure out what works realistically, which I think we've been in more of a groove of filming on certain days. And like, it's just not set, I guess. It's not like in stone, like Mondays are days that I do this and Tuesdays are days that I do that. But also that comes with like the flexibility of the work that we're both in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always like I know exactly what I'm doing Tuesday. I know exactly what I'm doing Wednesday.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. And that's like the piece that I have like a really difficult time creating a routine for.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the line of work is so...
Right. And you really can't just be like, that's a creative day. I cannot do that for you. They're like...
Listen, they're like, huh?
I mean, that's always a conversation, I guess, you could have with clients or bosses and being like, can we like set some more structure? But also it doesn't really work that way.
It doesn't always work out that way. Yeah. Yeah. I think like even with the job that I'm talking about, I think it's like getting to a place where
more structure,
more structured in that way. But until then, what can I do?
Catch me being on your toes all the time.
Literally.
Which is like, maybe there's some beauty in that also. Because I feel like we always talk about spontaneity and blah, 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 whatever. And that one week that I was like, oh, I'm going to develop film. Do you want to come with me? It was fairly spontaneous. And like, we just made it work. Mm-hmm. You know? So it doesn't always have to be like, Thursday's our coffee day or whatever. It could just be like, let's try and make one day a month or 2 days a month on a weekday work or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys. We're just fucking going with it. But I think work is like the number one thing for us personally to why we don't have as much of a routine.
Yeah. Because it's easier for somebody who has like a 9 to 5, knows where they're going to be every day.
Mm-hmm. How long their commute is.
And all that.
Right.
So anyway.
But then there's also like, well, we work from home a lot of the days, so... Maybe that's the part. Okay, so it's like we have a routine for
work from home days.
Yes, work from home days versus not. So like days I'm not working from home, I want to work out after work versus before it. And then days I'm working from home, I want to work out at lunch versus morning or night or whatever.
Yeah.
Am I getting
You're getting
somewhere?
You're getting somewhere.
Are we getting somewhere? And I think that's the piece too, especially for me, because I don't have like a start time for really any of my things. So I'm like, I'll just wake up when I feel like it. Which
So
isn't
nice.
I know. But it's like also bad because I'm like, I could have been more productive.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not that I go to bed late either. I'm like, I got nothing to do till 9
let's just
or
fucking
whatever.
sleep, or let's just
right?
kick it in bed.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm saving up for the weekend. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I do think there is probably a little more, like, I want to get back to that because I used to wake up at like remember I had that goal last year I was talking about on the podcast?
You wanted to wake up at 7.
Yeah.
Or 7:30?
I wanted to wake up at 7 and I started like at the very beginning at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, let's start at 8. And then I moved back to 7:30 and my alarm still goes off at 7:30 every day.
Do you get up at 7:30?
No. I usually get up at like 8:30. So I'm like, you're reverting.
I feel that.
And I think it's because I don't have something
To like be
right
up for.
the whole habit thing of it all, like make it easy, satisfying, attractive. Like it's just not there for me right now.
Is there something that you can implement?
A cute workout outfit would probably help a lot, but that involves me consuming and spending money that I don't want to spend. You know?
But I'm thinking more like not a task, but like
making a coffee or something.
Yeah.
No, doesn't do
Not
it for
at
me.
all?
Because then I'm like, well, for one, I already know no matter what time I wake up, I'm going to make that coffee. So it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
But also I'm like in the back of my head, like, you shouldn't be having coffee every morning, bitch.
Not me being like punishment way to do it is like you can't have coffee if you wake up
But really though,
past 7:30.
maybe, you know, that's the thing. So
Not a punishment reward system.
with myself, I have to be a little strict, right? Someone's got to be.
I like struggle with making a routine right now because like I mean I do make my own schedule, but like once I make that schedule it's set, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person who like would rather work earlier in the day, but then I'm like, girl, you're not even productive like when you're working really early. So like
what do you mean, like after work you're not productive after the fact, or what? Or
like
just...
okay, like for example, I set my schedule currently. Well, before I was setting my schedule from like 7 to 11, like working a 4-hour shift, right? I would wake up at like 6:45.
right before you had to be.
In my pajamas.
Right. And it doesn't feel as good working in your pajamas.
But then like I'm like 11 p.m. comes, or 11 p.m.
oh my god.
11 a.m. comes around and I'm like, you haven't showered. You've had coffee and maybe food, but like your day hasn't even started because you like didn't set yourself up properly. But I'm also like, what time am I supposed to wake up? 5 a.m.?
Yeah, probably.
So like,
or at least 6, I mean.
Yeah.
Like give yourself an hour to shower, just
That's true.
eat, and then you can work out after work or something.
So I've been like trying to figure out how to like set up my schedule. It's been like a learning curve. Right now I'm trying like an 8 to 12 or like 9 to 1. Because I can work.
Are you waking up at 8:45 for your 9 o'clock shift?
No, I don't wake
Okay.
up past 7.
Because of this, like, you
in
just never
general.
have?
My goal is like waking up at 6. Most days I
To
will
do
wake
what?
up at 6:30, 6:45.
What's your ideal, like, before work get done? Like, is it workout, shower, eat?
It's wake up, take Harley out for like a semi-long walk where it's like, because our trainer told us to like walk her for or like work out with her for an hour and a half a day.
Oh my god.
So like scheduling that is literally like my head does like 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening. That sometimes doesn't even happen.
45 minutes is a long walk.
Right, but it's also like necessary.
Yeah. I mean, I guess two walks, but like 30 minutes seems more
Yeah, but then
realistic.
That's like not.
Yeah, the hour and a half, but like. Start small. Make it 2 minutes.
Hardly in and out. But like, with that said, is like, I have to wake up. Ideal day is wake up in the morning, walk her, come home. Ideally, I would be able to do a workout in the morning.
After the walk or before, whichever.
But I'm also like, am I a person who like enjoys working out in the morning?
Do you want to be the person who works out in the morning? That's the question you gotta ask. You might learn to be satisfied by it. You might not enjoy necessarily the idea of it, but...
Because I also don't like working out in the evening, because I'm like, I could go watch a movie instead. Or go out for a drink with a friend. Like, you know what I mean? So then
to me, it sounds more satisfying to do it in the morning. Yeah. Or at lunch, considering your schedule. Like, lunch seems more...
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm awake, I got what I needed to get done, and now
I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know when the workout comes in. But eat breakfast, have my coffee, and then, like, possibly, or I would definitely want to meditate before that. See, the thing is, like, I want to implement meditation more frequently in my morning routine to set myself up properly, because, like, I feel like I'm just, like, an anxious ball all day if I don't, like, center myself. But anyway, then coffee, and then I'd like to, like, I don't know, I just want to do, like, self-care things in the morning, but I'm like, am I trying to pack too much in?
Well, depending on how much time you have, I guess it could be.
Yeah.
But...
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, wake up at 6.
I think it's a good idea.
Have all my tasks and stuff done by, like, at least 8:30.
Yeah, I think what would be, like, the best way to go about it is writing down all your ideal things to get done in a day. And then kind of go, like, moving around from there. Like, I have to work this amount of time probably this day. Obviously, like I said, too, like, the days you're not working at home are going to be different. So maybe just, like, don't even think about those yet.
Yeah.
And then lay out, like, what's my priority? Okay, working out at lunch and showering versus, like, in the morning I'll just get, like, in my workout clothes maybe, but I won't get dressed and, like, showered. You know what I mean? So maybe, like, you feel motivated for the next step.
Yeah. That's fair.
You know?
That's a good idea.
That's what I do sometimes. I'll put on because sometimes you get to the part where you're supposed to do the workout and you're like,
shit's coming up.
I'm going to sit on my phone instead. Like, maybe I just put, like, I'm catching up on whatever. Oh, I'm going to watch one more episode of this.
Yeah.
Like, while I finish working. And then you don't do it. But if you're in your workout clothes, it's kind of like, all I have to do is stand up. And get my ass.
Maybe roll the mat out and that's it.
Right. So... Yeah, I think laying down, and it might be too much, and it might be like, instead of doing this every single day, I want to do it twice a week.
Yeah.
Or, right, whatever it is.
Oh my god. Yeah. And then I have, like, thoughts of, like, I have, like, these, like, desires for a routine, like, that are beyond, like, a daily routine, where it's like, weekly I do this, monthly I do this.
I think that's fine.
But, like, it's so hard to implement all of it.
I think having a journal, like my planner, how it has a habit tracker, helps so much. Because you can write how often you want to get it done. Like, you don't have to...
That's true.
Every day. And then... Or you just get a calendar. Like, whatever it is. Like, you can check off in certain colors or stickers that specific habit or something, you know? And then it's like, okay, I did get that done that day or whatever. And then you can look at the whole month and you're like, oh, I did do everything I wanted.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like, wishy-washy. Like, you did most of the stuff. So I feel like visually for me is the way to go.
Yeah.
In terms of not feeling overwhelmed of, like, I want to get a lot done. Like, I don't have basic shit, like laundry. Like, I feel like I should be.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to have, like, such a...
Like, Wednesdays I do laundry.
It's funny because I feel like I want to be so calculated about my every single day of the month. But I feel like it would cause so much more, like, flexibility, or, like, it would bring so much more flexibility, even though it's, like, you're being so strict with yourself. Because, like, I want a routine of, like, having a laundry day where I do, like, the clothes, not, like, I'm trying to do towels and linens and everything. This is such an adult conversation.
I'm like, linens, of course, correct.
Correct, yes. But, like, so I'm thinking, like, Wednesdays I'll do, like, laundry. And then Sundays I'll do my sheets and my towels. You know what I mean?
That all sounds
great.
But
I'm, like, I'm so not to the point where it's, like, an actual thing that I can just quickly do. Like, I have, like, a backload of laundry. You get what I'm saying?
I see. So to start, you have to catch up.
Yeah. And that feels impossible at the moment.
Well, then don't catch up. Just do whatever clothes you can Wednesday.
It's better than not doing it.
Right. Exactly. Starting 2 minutes, you know, like whatever you can start with.
Anyway.
And then it'll just be, it's like trash day. Like you have to do it. That's the day.
True.
It is the day that was mandated by the government.
It's so true.
You are your own local
council.
Yeah, a council.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get overwhelmed.
It is overwhelming because we literally have so many fucking things to do.
And I'm like, I just want to have like a day in the week where I take a bath.
Yeah, dude. And the thing about scheduling it too, like the part of like you'll be more flexible at the end of it is because let's say, because we were talking about hanging out Wednesday, but if your fucking laundry day is Wednesday or whatever, you'll already be at the point where you're like, oh, laundry day is tomorrow though, so I'm gonna do it tonight or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like I'll know, like throw it in before you leave.
So that when I get home, I'll
fold it or whatever.
Right.
Getting my life together.
I do want that too though, a laundry day.
Yeah. I want a laundry day. Things I do already have going for me, which are not super consistent. But
they're thoughts.
Like Logan and I will have like, also some people have problems with having like
what
corporate looking meetings, like even in relationships. Like I've seen so many videos of like people saying like, I don't want relationships. Sounds
transactional and like
yeah. Because like there's a lot of cute like couple videos like who are doing
they like sit down and do finances.
Do like meetings, yeah.
You have
and
to.
then everyone's like in the comments are like, ew, this is so like gross. Like I don't know what the word is, but like so
calculated,
so like robotic or something. I don't know.
Okay.
They're like, this ruins the fun and the love and I'm like, you guys love to live in stress,
but like what are they planning? Like what's so bad about planning, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Finances, your calendars, like what
but it's also like, so like Logan and I will have like weekly meetings where we talk about like, how do I say it? Like goals for the week.
Period. You guys should be on the same page.
To-do lists. And then we'll also do like things that we like need from each other. So like if Logan has, I don't know, like a review for work, you know, and she's like, you know, on Wednesday I'm gonna get my yearly review or whatever. I'd like to be supported that day, you know. Maybe if it goes awry, like either we celebrate or whatever, like either we celebrate or can you help me make dinner because I'm probably not gonna feel well, something like that, you know. Emotional needs more so.
Right.
And then we'll talk finances of like settling up, where we're at, what certain things are going to come up in the next week to pay for, holidays, birthdays, whatever.
Right.
So that's something that I'm implementing. But I'm saying like a lot of people don't like those conversations.
I think it's weird that they don't like them because like so
they think it ruins like the romance. Isn't that interesting?
I'm sorry, but that I don't think they know what they're talking about. I'm like, have you ever been in a relationship? Because like,
also,
it's not all fucking rainbows and butterflies.
Why don't you like being connected in that way? Like super vulnerable.
On the same page, just in general.
It's so interesting to me.
I guess like I could see someone out of touch being like, why, like maybe they feel like they're asking for something that they shouldn't or something. Like they're like, I can handle it. Like it's codependent maybe? Like maybe they're thinking it's like, I don't know. I'm really trying to make an argument for people I don't understand. So
I just think it's so healthy to like talk about your needs and being super like,
and also aligned. Like what went wrong last week?
Yeah.
What did you fumble on, babe? Like you could have.
Is there anything I could have done better?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think you have problems if you think that's like bad, because it's like, so you don't want to reflect, you don't want to grow. Understood. Yeah, good to know. So that's interesting. But
yeah, that's a routine that I've implemented
as a couple.
I'm very happy with it. Like when we don't have it, we're both like, listen, we missed it, dude. Like everything feels like off balanced.
That is so interesting. I feel like like, should I have check-in? Like, should we all be having check-ins by ourselves, too?
I think so.
Like, our own individual... Well, you have to in order to prepare for your meeting, kind of.
Right.
A little.
I definitely don't do it, like, as much as I maybe should.
Or, like, even, like, when it comes to, like, laundry. Like, this week, laundry day's Wednesday. can you put in the load and I'll take it out when I get home or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
help me out here.
Or like this week, I know I have plans on laundry day. So let's think ahead.
Right.
So it's the flexibility right there. I'm just saying, people. We're making a great case for it.
Like, not me adding Logan for like calling us out on like planning Coachella so thoroughly.
Yeah,
she
needs to get out of our fucking face about that.
We started.
Did she say something to you privately?
It was just because we were sending stuff that are like outfits back and forth. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
And then she was like, she got home. She's like, I can't stand y'all. Like, you guys literally, she didn't say that specific, something like that. She's like, you guys like just ended up planning, even though you said you weren't going to be planning shit about your outfits.
We made points though.
And she's like, and now I'm anxious about planning mine, and I don't know where to start. And I'm like, anxious. That's why though, because you don't know what you're going to wear maybe until a week up, and then
then who's more anxious than everyone else?
I was like, that's all we're doing.
She shouldn't be anxious right now. There's nothing to be anxious about.
This is the time to plan.
This is the time to feel alive. To feel excited.
But also then, like, in our little metaphor like that or whatever, it then brings flexibility to the day as of. If something doesn't work out, we have options.
I was prepared for this moment. I was prepared for... Because also it's like oh my god, our inspo is very similar or very different. And I now know, like, I can pull from your wardrobe or whatever. If you're not wearing that Friday, okay, maybe I can wear it Saturday.
Exactly.
All of these things. Yeah, I think more planning, it's definitely a balance. Like, you can't have more planning and then be, like, strict to it. You know, you got to have the flexibility in the fact that it's planned.
Yeah.
But I will say last year did work out pretty well in not being planned because I just brought a bunch of clothes and then the night before, I tried everything on.
Yeah.
And then they all were great. It was great.
That's true.
I don't know how. You guys did that too, though. Not all of us did that, but we did.
We did. But even then, we were like already like pre-planned in our head, like these options might work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of just throwing these t-shirts in.
I think I do want to have my outfits decided this year, though.
It's so less like stressful. Mm-hmm. I remember like our first year, they were pretty planned out and like.
Just put them on.
We just put them on.
I don't know why we left so late. There's just two of us.
It was this. And honestly, we showered every day, redoing our hair every day.
We did not.
I think we did.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk about that in the Coachella prep episode, guys.
It's coming soon.
But that's crazy that people don't like that. I'm still stuck on that because I'm going to be doing that with my partner.
I think it's so healthy and so...
I feel like it's being honest with your expectations.
Yeah.
And upfront. Like,
yeah,
Wednesday's going to be a hard day or whatever day. I need help. Or I'm going to be having a really good fucking day. I'm going to be really happy that day. I don't fucking know. Whatever it is.
It's as simple. It's also like, it doesn't need to be like, you need to support me. It's just like...
It would be nice.
It's just like also like a reminder, like let's say like Thanksgiving's this week. We're going to go with my parents. Like... I'm thinking about like for like a very like toxic family. It's like we're gonna be with my parents. Just like reminder, like let's emotionally prepare together. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or just even like, don't forget you promised you were gonna bring whatever game or I don't know, whatever.
It's literally, or like for me, like for Jen's birthday, I was like, Logan, I'm gonna need your help to help me find like some places to eat. By a certain date, and then the day of I'm gonna need help like either driving or just planning certain things, you know what I mean? Like I'm like I already know I get stressed like easily day of things like happening, so like support me in that way, you know? So it's just a good reminder.
It just doesn't seem that crazy to me personally.
Why are people so upset about it anyway?
Maybe it's just too often for them. Their lives are boring. I don't know. They have nothing going on. I don't freaking know. But maybe that's something we implement with our own individual, like in terms of trying to figure out what that looks like. I think for you, obviously, since you're in a couple, like certain things like laundry day and like whatever are things you'll probably decide together, or like dishes, dishwasher, I don't fucking know, whatever, trash day, all that shit, homeowner things, and individual things are more just like, you guys could be on the same page about, obviously, like if you're going to do something together, like work out together on certain days, but like even like scheduling things however you want, because you guys have completely different schedules, so like scheduling things how you want and then that's where the flexibility can come in. Like, oh, I decided I'm going to read. So maybe I'll do that self-care activity I wanted to do now that I know you're busy or whatever. I don't know.
Right. Maybe that's something we'll come up with an episode of, like, how to have, I don't know what you want to call them, like, reflective meeting by yourself, for yourself.
A check-in
meeting.
Reflective check-in. I
don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that, though. In terms of individual routine, though, I mean, like, there's really, it's just about sitting down, I think, and figuring out what it is that you want to get done. And then thinking back to the book, Atomic Habits, and being like, okay, how can I make this easy?
How can I stack these?
Yeah. How can they go together? How do I start? Like, what's the easiest way to start that? Who do I want to be? I mean, that's a hard one. Like, who I
want to be is first, no?
Yeah. I don't know if there's, like, necessarily an order that he says, but, like, I think who you want to be is a good place to start. Like, I want to be a morning person who works out regularly and has fun with their friends. Like, overall, that's the person I want to be. I want people to see that that's how I am or whatever. So what does that look like? What kind of decisions does that person make? Do they say no to going out sometimes? Like, whatever it is. And or, like, financial goals even. Like, financial habits is a whole nother thing. Like, not spending money or, like, that's one thing. The financial aspect, I feel like I'm very good at saving and whatever, but I feel like I don't actually know what I'm spending. Like, when I do spend money, I'm not like, okay, in this month, this is what I spent. I just don't
have Rocket money?
I'm blind. No.
Is
it free?
It's free.
Okay.
Or it might be $5 a month. But on there, it, like, categorizes your transactions.
Okay, I have an app like that, but my only thing is that I buy groceries for my whole house. And then we, like, split.
Well, you can edit it. So, like, it'll categorize the transaction as a grocery.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that it's a grocery store, it knows.
Yeah.
And then you can go in and edit the number that's just yours.
Oh, okay.
So then, like, and then each category, you put in a budget of how much you want to spend.
Yeah, I don't have Rocket Money. I have, like, I don't know, Mint or something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it does that. But maybe I can edit. But then I'm like, so lazy.
I know, but it's a habit you have to make. And it doesn't have to be daily that you do that, but, like, at the end of the week on Friday or whatever.
I feel like a monthly financial, like, spending. Because then you also do it's like a tax day, too. Yeah, girl. Let's talk about taxes, too. Yeah. That's a whole other habit and routine.
Yeah, I think I want to have, like, a day. I think weekly or bi-weekly makes more sense for me because then I can, like, do all of the financial stuff, like, in one go. Versus, like...
I feel like it's hard when you have, like, split expenses or, like for me, my parents are amazing and they pay for groceries and there's no problem with that. But then it'll be like, if I don't do it soon enough, I'm not going to remember which trip that was. Like, if that was a trip that we went to Coachella.
Not monthly.
Was that a trip where I went to Target and got something real quick?
That's why I think, like, weekly, like, it's literally, like, doesn't take you that much time.
It's disgusting. I don't want to know how much is coming out.
But the more you don't, and I'm this person, the more you don't, the more you... Oh my God, dude. So, like, Logan and I had this, like, moment where we had, like, decided that we were gonna, like, check or, like, every week, not, like, I guess it was on our, like, meeting day, but we were gonna settle up. And we didn't do the settle up part because I don't know what happened. But then the day when it came, like, to settle up, it was so disheartening how much money we each, like, overspent.
Oh no.
And it was, like, on a personal level, and then as a couple, like, it just shot us down. And I was like, this could have been avoided, spending even more than we had already, like, overspent, if we just sat and did our fucking little budget meeting.
Okay, but I might be saying no more often if I start doing that. I might be like, yeah, girl, I can't afford that. Yesterday was my money day.
But then at least you'll know, like
I could not spend money that day.
Yeah, so I have $100 that, like, either can be spent now or can be spent in the weekend or whatever. You know what I mean?
Maybe I might be like, I could say yes more.
Period.
Maybe. I don't know.
Speak differently.
I don't know that life.
I said speak differently.
Okay, that's interesting.
Anyway.
That's an interesting one to add to the routine. Definitely on the bottom of my list because, I don't know, it's humbling.
I'm bad at saving, so that's at the top of my list.
Okay.
Because I need to figure out how I always think like I don't, because I do like kind of live paycheck to paycheck. But I be spending.
What does that even mean?
My expenses are this much, but I still have like this like little pool of money
Okay.
that I can be utilizing properly.
Okay.
But I'm like, let's rack it
Or you're
up.
saying I'm spending it instead of like save or
like figuring out like a budget to spend. I mean, to spend and then to save. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna put away X amount a month. Just say it. Just put it in the universe. I'm putting away this amount every month. You don't even know what it is. Just start with $5, and that has to be real because that just means one less coffee.
2-minute rule, $2.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Well,
$2. $2 a week. Come on, at least.
I'll have $24 at the end of the year.
Rich! Woo! Investment property coming my way. Oh, God. Well, yeah. Okay, you're right. Fine. Whatever. It's at the top of the list. Whatever. I mean, I got the tax thing down. And the tax thing is more like anytime I spend or make, that's like in reference to like an expense that I can write off or income, obviously, then I do it.
You
just immediately. Yeah. I do it as I get it and I do it as I spend it. Because I'm like,
for you. I have a lot to catch up on. Laundry, expenses.
It's only March, okay? That's only 2 months of life. It's not bad. You can do it.
Anyway.
You can do it. Just think of that thing in your routine that you don't need and get rid of that and add this in.
Which one?
I don't know. Like doom scrolling, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. What in the hell, man? We're clearly not the ones for giving you like, this is the perfect routine.
We're just telling you that it's a work in progress. You can also be a work in progress. I have faith in all of us, okay? We're making it known.
And it's also, I think it's never, I don't know, unless you plan to work a 9 to 5 your entire life at the same company, it's going to change all the time. Children, homes, the commute, riding a bike instead of driving a car, girl. I don't know your life. Okay. Ooh.
Lime scooter.
Riding your bike places instead. There's even like habits like that, like working from a coffee shop instead. But then that's when the finance thing comes in and you gotta say, so does that make sense in your... See, that's the thing. I think I don't know, as humans like to be in the dark about things sometimes because it's just like, la 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 la.
It's easier. And then later, I'll just suffer later.
Right.
And then that's not fun.
But it's for just a short amount of time.
Right.
The consequences feel...
not as bad.
Not too crazy because I'm not thinking about them all the time. No, us convincing ourselves otherwise. We say, you know what, never mind.
No, because then I'm still like, bitch, you still don't know how much you can save.
Yeah, no, I agree. In the long term and the short term, a routine I think is really important. Whether it's the structured 9 to 5, workout right before, meal prepping, all of that jazz.
So true. Or
just like... in general, I'm going to work out once a day and eat 3 meals a day and whatever. Whatever that is.
Start somewhere.
Yeah, we do. I think that's it.
That's it for this episode. Sorry it was such a chaotic us like trying to figure out our lives episode, but
yeah,
hopefully
honestly,
like felt a little relevant.
Yeah, I don't know what we said.
A little bit like you can relate. And I don't know. I wish you the best on your routine making journey. Let us know what really works for you if in any of the topics we talked about, because we'd love some advice or
honestly
seeing what works for others.
Like, do you have like a little template for financial planning or like an app that you love or just like what works for you? Once a week I sit down and I do it. I don't know. Let us know
your routines. But anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Next week is spring. Yay. Take your little reset moment and do the things.
We need some sunshine in this.
Yeah. ASAP.
Right.
Anyway, we'll catch you guys next week for some more fun topics. Go ahead and
do the thing.
Do all of the things. You know what we're talking about.
We say every week, okay? Don't play us.
Just go and do them. Have a good time doing it too. And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.